Good morning, everybody. Check my volume. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on just a moment. There, I can see your comments now. And I'm going to get my specs so I can look like a school teacher. Good morning, Ruth Brown Barrel. I'm sorry. Good morning. Hi, Trapstar. Sorry, everybody. Now, just a heads up, okay? If I have to make a mad dash, that's because I had to take my water pill this morning. And I forgot about it for 3 days. So my feet started swelling up a little bit. Yeah, I forgot. And I was on a tantrum yesterday. So sorry about that. If I offended anybody, I hope I didn't. But real talk, skit talk, they cross the line sometimes. So how are you? How is everyone? Trapstar says happy and blessed Monday morning. Thank you, Trapstar. And that applies to everyone. Happy and blessed Monday. I'm glad you all are here today. Hi, Donna Robinson. Welcome in, welcome in. Ruth is here. Good morning, Ruth. And then Angela says, good morning, Buttercups. Good morning, niece. How are you? How are you, Ange? Hi, Vanetta. Vanetta says, good morning, Nonya, chatters, and peepers. I love that. Did you guys see the bushes that I made? The bushes thumbnail? I like that. I love it, love it, love it. Like, button hit, pressure is up from the Am haters. Laughing at Lauren, who thinks Wayne is Dan. Are they pro Lauren or against Lauren? Because you know I'm not going to go look and see what they up to because they be up to that foolishness. Anyway, so hopefully I don't have to run out of here, okay? Vanetta. Pressure is up from the Am haters. What they hating on now? Did they forget Amber knew how to cook? They forgot. They probably don't even know. Anyway, I did do a review on that skit this morning about Dave wanting to eat. And I thought it was a cute skit, actually. And if you read my review, it's only 7 minutes long. If you get a chance, please read it. I had to chuckle because I have done that. But not, in that situation that Amber is in. But when you have so much on your mind, or you're stressed, or you're like when I went through my first divorce, I mean, it was like cook. My mind was not on cooking, and so I got out of the habit. And when I married, my current husband, my boyfriend, my first boyfriend, it was like cooking was the last thing on my mind. I was just so like consumed with all this other nonsense that I actually forgot. One time I got depressed. I forgot about eating. I still do that to this day. I'll forget to eat. Even Stephanie will say, did you eat? My kids will say, did you eat? And sometimes I have to think about it. But anyway, and I don't attribute that to getting older. It's just how my mind works sometimes. It wants to concentrate on things that I probably don't even need to concentrate on, if I'm being honest, right? So anyway, I love that. I loved it. So please take a look at my review. And as you know, I'm up for monetization September 1st. So hopefully everything goes well. I don't know what else to do. I can't find anything else like that even remotely looks incorrect. Like nothing. I don't know. Anyway, we shall see. Keep my fingers crossed. And Dolly, if you are here, thank you for supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee. It's $2. And so Dolly did set it up for for monthly. So it's $2, I guess a month. I've never used it. Podcasters use it. I do have Cash App on here, but I'm not keen on using Cash App for this because I don't want it to look like it's about money, but it is about buying space from Google, who I think also owns this software. I'm beginning to see, because you need to have Google for the software. So just some technical points, but does it cost? Mm-hmm. Unless you just, do your own videos. And I'm not the greatest at doing videos. I like the interaction with you all better. My apologies. So hopefully this water pill doesn't get in the way. Anyway, good morning. Trapstar saying good morning to Ruth, Donna, Angela, Vanetta, Trapstar, Ruth, Donna, Vanetta. Happy Monday, says Angela. Vanetta is saying good morning as well. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Angela Atkinson says, people in the bushes, please like up, the like, share, and subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. You can hit it for free. Where's Stephanie? Yeah, Stephanie's probably asleep. In the morning, she's sleeping. And it's good to see you guys. I have calmed down from yesterday. I was a terror with that Wayne Marathon podcast nonsense. And it started triggering thoughts in my mind of things that I had read previously, things that I've seen on Facebook, on IG, Rolanda, failing to tag certain people because they might be in a tiff, but we don't really know. But IG tends to have more realistic and current events. And there's a lot out there. And a lot of it's from KW. So the negative stuff. But anyway, that is what it is. But I just went on a tyrant yesterday because I was fed up. Like, can we just stop with this? The podcast is real. These are skits, of course. But if you look on Instagram, you'll find that the podcast is a real event. How long it'll go on, no idea. And the brand name is on there. And the women on the picture are these 5 women. Amber is one of them. So is Lauren, Delicia, Tamara, and Shayla. So it looks like they have a real podcast. And that was brought to my attention by Tina and one other person, maybe Diamond, but a couple of weeks ago, because I didn't realize it. I did realize that I only saw Amber's commercial once. Don't know what's going on there, but we do see GLD advertising. So with that said, I'm going to leave that in the dust, but careful when it comes to contracts, whether they're in Skitland or in real life. Okay, yes, people in the bushes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. You can hit it for free. Please, please. Donna Robinson, is it just me, as I didn't find any of the podcast skits interesting? I didn't either. They actually annoyed me a lot. My blood pressure went up a little bit, but I calmed myself down, walked away from it. It was just a bunch of KW nonsense. Makes you wonder how people think who write these skits. No, it wasn't just you, Donna. I know I'm not the target audience, but the writing is so childish and boring. But we are, I think, the target audience. That's why he's always talking to aunties. He's always talking to aunties. Like on his Netflix special, he said he wants the aunties to get on board with the storylines. Well, have we seen anything yet other than possibly Dave and Amber? And I wonder, did Anthony get any dinner last night? Well, I think I need my inhaler. If Anthony got any dinner last night. You guys think he got any dinner? Since she was busy cooking for Wayne? And what was she making? If she was cooking it for Wayne, was that like cauliflower meat or something? Cauliflower meat or because it was really light. So, but I mean, I've had veggie burgers and stuff before. So, but I don't know. Did Anthony get any food? No. We're the audience, but are we the actual target audience? Who's he targeting? We are, or he is, I should say, reaching out to other countries. So that makes me wonder again, is it age? Is it nationality? Race? What is it? Who's the target audience? I agree, Donna. Donna says, I'm trying to come to grips that the Amber character is designed to be gullible and won't experience happiness. I am so hopeful for the Amber character, but I get disappointed by the day. And I do think it is written that way. And hopefully that contract will be changed, because too many Amber people are not happy. And that girl has enough. She's right on his heels when it comes to subscribers. And that can scare people. She's right on his heels, popularity wise. So that's something to think about. I'm so hopeful. So are we. That's why we want Dave and Amber to succeed. I'm sorry. So we shall see. I mean, we know that he's going to, do something, but can we at least have some positivity? Because we have been through it right along with Amber, Rolanda, a lot of the base. Look at Natasha. Look how low they've dragged Natasha. What's really going on in these skits? Why did Brittany really leave? But we're not going to harp on it. We're going to move on. And look at that food. It looks great in those pots. I don't know what they're cooking, but it looks good. Okay. And Angela says, what I want is Wayne to stop making the things like Amber can't cook. And don't take care of her man, because I remember when Amber used to make Anthony breakfast and make him dinner and make it for Coco. And let's not forget, Amber knows how to cook vegan food. Remember, she cooked for Wayne. She cooked for Wayne. She cooked for him once in the afternoon that I remember vividly. She cooked breakfast for him. Amber knows how to cook vegan food. So why he's doing that foolishness, I guess he thought we would forget. We don't forget. We don't forget too often, no. So then she loves to bake. Don't forget her cinnamon rolls. Don't forget her sweet potato pie. Don't forget her lasagna. Once in a while, she'll put a little too much salt. So hopefully she doesn't put too much salt in the mac and cheese. But Amber can cook. And I did put in my review that, hey, I got to the point where I didn't want to cook. And then I also stated, and I stated to you before, that when I do cook for my husband, because the kids are grown and gone now, right? So I don't need to cook like every day or every other day for the family. And then I cook the big meals for the holidays and stuff like that, and a barbecue, and my husband too. But now we can do basically what we want to do because they're grown and gone. But he used to crack me up because he would say that my food made his toes curl up. And I said that on here before. And he still says that to this day. But he cooks more than I do now, because I think he just knows maybe I'm tired, But he doesn't complain. He can cook and he doesn't mind. So it's good to be married to somebody you like, who likes you, and who will step up and do it. I mean, and when I feel like cooking, I get up on a Saturday morning and I will cook. And is he happy? Yeah. But it's not something that I have to do anymore because the kids are gone. So it's just the two of us. Let's see. Donna, they used the Amber character to try to build everyone else. And he said he was going to do that with Shayla. He was going to bring Shayla up and make her a star. He tells us. I mean, if we look and we research, or just go to IG. He's always on there. He used to be on TikTok. Now he's on Facebook. He's on IG, So you can find the information out there. And I don't mean AI. We know you got to ignore all that nonsense. That's why IG is more, I think IG is more realistic because the people are actually putting in their own stories. And Dolly did send me something yesterday, and I had actually just seen it, and that was the airline stewardess or the flight attendant who noticed that a certain person wasn't tagged on something from him, and I started looking back, and yeah, I saw some of that. So, is there a war going on? We have no idea. Is it our business? Not really. But I am going to look and see because, in addition to skit life talk, we do real talk. But we don't have any proof. We only have what the actors and actresses put out there. And I think IG is probably the closest to reality that you can get. And Ernestine still has Amber's back on IG and on Facebook. So anyway, there's a lot going on out there. Not sure if there's a power struggle. We don't know, but definitely looks like it. Anyway, I'm going to let that go and leave that alone. It's really not my business. But when you do research, instead of just reporting on every little thing you see and every little silly thing you can say, you get what you get. I get a lot of people who are upset about what they see on other content creators. I know what they're doing. I was moderator for 3 of them. I know what they're doing, but I've never seen it this bad. But you know what? I stay away from there. I don't even go in their bushes because they probably got all kinds of spiders and bugs crawling around. Anyway, hit the like button if you are in the bushes. My bushes don't have spiders and bugs and things like that. It's free, costs you nothing, and my eyes are watery. I don't know why. Maybe it's a light. Maybe. Okay. Hi, Magnolia. Magnolia says, please hit the like button. Angela says, Donna, I agree. They make Denisha stand out while Amber flop at the party. Why, did she flop at the party? Did they have the party already? I thought they were having it tonight. What happened? Did they already have the party? Can somebody tell me if they already had the party or not? I thought it was tonight. The one for Candace. Donna, they even have a song when Denisha is cooking. Yeah. But you know what? What are they going to say when they find out? Denisha's already using Anthony for a stepping stone. Did they not pick up on that yet? They're still slow to the game. Are they still slow and behind and not realize that Denisha is using Anthony as a stepping stone to Wayne? Are those creators not seeing that yet? Seriously. Because that's what she's doing, and we called it. That's exactly what she's doing. That's who she is. And that's why Ernestine said, oh, I see you have clothes on. Because she used to dance in rain. At the time, Ernestine danced in rain. Remember? And she was friends with Momo and Melissa, and she'd sit there like a madam, and she gave Karis a threat regarding his life. And they knew Bishop. Both Karis and Bishop came up unalived. You guys remember that? I guarantee you, a lot of them, the creators, don't. Do people know the storyline? Who knows? Do they just make it up? I don't know. I ignore them. Simply Abby says, hey, Donna, just annoyed. Didn't see Miss Seeley mac and cheese because I don't watch her or Buddy on their own. I don't either. Hope Dave protects her. And what's that look he made when he said it would make him marry her tomorrow? You mean Amber? Amber said that because she knows how to cook. She was talking about her mac and cheese. The writers need to build a level playing field between what Amber does. How do you compare a woman who moved into another woman's house to the woman who lives there? I'm not giving Denisha credit for crap. until she gets out of Amber's house. She gets nothing from me. She's a bottom feeder. Just like Amber told Shayla she was a bottom feeder. What do you call Denisha? What do you call Denisha other than a bottom feeder? A sucker fish? What do you call her? There is no comparison. You can't compete when you don't compare. Denisha's a bottom feeder. These people don't know where this woman comes from. They don't know her background. Did they even look at the skits? Do they even know the skits? You cannot compare those two women. Denisha need to get her butt out of this grown woman's house, this married woman, this married man. Yet she's up in there like she's Queen of Sheba. I'm not comparing the two of them. Why build? How can you build a level playing field on a bottom feeder when you got a raggedy husband like Anthony? This woman moved into her house and he gave her the nod of approval to stay. Compare the two? I don't think so. There is no comparison. I understand, Angela, exactly what you're saying, but you cannot compare the two. Denisha is a bottom feeder. She's a money grubber. When have we seen Amber ask for money? Like day ones and all the time that you've known the Amber character. She got a wardrobe from Wayne for what, $30,000. She got that car. She gave it back. She bought her own cars. And I see these guys, oh, he bought her cars and property. The hell he did. No, he didn't. Anthony didn't buy her that. He invested in Bar 44. She made it successful. He took it. Then he bought that restaurant that he knew was going to crash until she met Dave. Bought her car? No. Bought her property? She bought her own house. People need to go back and look at that video where he said he couldn't. He didn't have the cash because he was being blackmailed by Angelina and paying for Shayla. Amber bought her house and let Shayla talk her into spending $75,000 to furnish it. Gave Amber what? He gave her $20,000 to quiet her down for talking about the joint bank accounts. Who's mansion hopping? I see this. Mansion hopping. Yeah, Denisha's mansion hopping. Denisha's doing it. And she's doing it deliberately. If Amber stays with men who have money, that's because Amber doesn't want to be with anybody broke. She's not broke. Why should she? Would we? I don't know. We might. But no, they're trying to make Amber look like these other women. And if we forget the storyline, then we're losing. Don't forget the storyline. Don't forget it. Because Amber's not one of them. No matter what these fan base people and these creators say, she is not one. So let them say what they're going to say. Don't buy into it because you know the storyline. Stick to what you know. We know the storyline. Don't forget what you already know. Listen to a Pied Piper. And I'm just saying that straight out because that's what a lot of these people are doing. I have seen comments straight off of certain content creators' pages in the fan base. They're buying this hook, line, and sinker. A lot of them might be new, so they don't know. They're just going to pick up on what they hear. Please hit the like button if you are outside in the bushes, near the bushes, in the trees. Please hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. I just keep it 100. I do. Amber messes up, and we read her on it. And I'll read anybody on it. So do I give Denisha credit? Hell no. You get out of that woman's house is what you can do. Get out of that woman's house. Even if I weren't married, I would talk about her if I weren't on here like a dog. Because who does that? And what sister let some woman move into her house and just move in and stay? Thank goodness Amber was sick of being there anyway. Are there more things for Amber to do with her attorney? Yes. Matter of fact, firing her might be a good one to start with. Get a new attorney, because I'm not sure what Constance is doing. She might even be working with Amber's or Anthony's lawyer for all we know. Let's see. I came here to get the skinny because I couldn't watch. I see the direction this is moving in, and once again, Amber will take an L. She is surrounded by snakes, and I wanted Dave to be separate from Wayne. And he did that on purpose. He knew we weren't going to like that. He wants to chum me up thinking that he's got another Anthony. And for once, I hope KW falls on his face in the skits. Let that character fall on his face for once, because every man is not like KW and Anthony. They're not. But he thinks so. Let him fall on his face for once, because we're tired of him making everybody else look like a simp, making the women look like things that they aren't even a part of, just dirtying up everybody they can. But with that said, let's be happy. Amber's going to cook for Dave. Dave is a great communicator. He's always got Amber's back. Baby, I want some food. I want you to cook. And Amber forgot. When you get that much junk on your mind, trust me, you will forget. You can, or you can go in the kitchen to cook, and it won't taste good. Because when you don't put your heart into it, you don't put your love into the food, it doesn't taste good. And I think a lot of us know that. It doesn't come out the way we want it to. If we cook because we feel like we're forced to, it's not going to hit the same. It's just not. Let's see. Yeah, she's surrounded by snakes. Good morning, Juanita. Happy Monday, Juanita. I hate how the writers making it seem like Amber can't cook. Yeah, they're doing that, it's about clicking. It's about money. And again, a lot of people don't even know that Amber can cook, let alone cook vegan food. Wayne knows she can cook vegan food because she cooked for him. When she used to go with him, when she was leaving one day, when she went over there during the separation, she said, let me make you breakfast. But people like to forget these things because they want to bash Amber. You don't like the character, fine. But if you like watching things that just are not real, then watch them. I don't know everything, but I do know the storyline. So let them think what they want to think. You can't change people's minds, right? We can let it upset us and get our blood pressure up or make us like I was yesterday, because I was on a tyrant yesterday because I was so sick of looking at Wayne and his foolishness. I was sick of it. Did I like him introducing himself to Dave? No. But what did I think he was? Yeah. Because that's who the Weasel Wayne is on the Country Wayne skits. Don't know this man in real life from Adam and Eve. No idea. But was that callable? Absolutely. Most of this writing is so juvenile, we can call the plays. Who didn't see Denisha coming up as the next conquest for Wayne? Who didn't see him getting rid of Lauren before 30 days was up? Did we not see that coming? I did. All we have to do is watch. And you guys are good at watching. Don't let these people twist your mind. Hey, Triplet Boo. So over this writing, thought Lauren was an OG garden tool. Now they got her acting silly. Have Wayne bring dreaming to her. She's taking those Amber lashings as long as she stays with him. Well, at least we know Amber wasn't about the money. Lauren is all about the money. She's addicted to Chanel bags, apparently. So go find Dave. Dave, you in the bushes? Come on out, Dave. Not Dave, Dan. I say Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. Dan in the bushes. Come on out. Come get your girl. He's going to catch her over there by herself is what's going to happen. I think Amber is transitioning away from the chaos with low ankles and all those emotional fights. She has to learn Dave and his needs. Absolutely, Magnolia. And when you're in a bad space, that's hard to remember. It is. So kudos to Dave and his great communication, because he knows how to speak up and he knows how to reach Amber. Wayne knows how to yell and scream and demand like he's just the Pied Piper, the puppeteer, the puppet master. It is what it is. This is what we have to deal with. So let's do it. And I'm trying to focus on the positive more than the negative. But I was sick of that marathon. He could have kept that. But I think that was to promote the real podcast. Did we like it? Nope. Did he care? Nope. No, he just wanted to show the little tyrant he was in the skits. The Dennis the Menace. Angela Atkinson says, Donna, Dave's character is bringing in the views now, so you know they're going to attach him to Wayne. Yep. Especially since it's Amber's man. And you know, Wayne wants to stay attached to Amber. The one thing that I did notice, hold on for me. You guys, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Stay put. Sorry about that. That light might be too bright. Okay. Stay focused. Stay focused. Don't focus on that nonsense out there. I'm telling you. Why y'all confused? I ain't going back in them bushes. Ain't nothing in there. Please hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. Do we have a count on the number of likes by chance? Oh, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. I think Amber is transitioning away from the chaos. All those emotional fights. Yeah. Oh, and did you guys notice where they went last night? Someone asked me, how did Amber get home? Well, apparently with Dave, because they went to Pilates class. Pilates. Have you ever seen Amber in a Pilates class before? She went to Pilates. Okay. Donna, Dave's character brings in the views. And yeah, and that's competition. That is competition. Some people don't like competition. Competition should bring out the better in us, should it not? It should bring out the better, not the worse. But not all people can take competition. They just can't. Simply, Donna Robinson says, I caught that look Dave made when Amber mentioned marriage, and as hopeful as I am for her, he will see and hear too much being involved with the podcast group. Well, I guess my question would be, in addition to Wayne, what else is out there about Amber? And I don't know if anybody have you guys noticed, and please put it in the chat, yes or no. I'm going to go to the bottom of the comments. Why is it Amber has told people in the podcast, but the podcast we know can go out wherever it's going to go. But have you all noticed that Wayne does not own up to what he did, what his part was? And Amber did mention that last week. Why does Wayne not own it? Is he embarrassed? We know he wanted to stop her wedding. Wayne has never mentioned it. He said, they both said they would take it to the grave with them. But it has come out. Shayla let it out. Amber had to admit it. But Wayne never owned it. To my knowledge, is there a skit where Wayne owned it? Except when he was running away from Anthony? Have you ever heard Wayne say he did that? Like, just put it out there. Yes, I did it. It was a mistake. Have you ever heard Wayne say that? Because he still likes Amber. He has a love-hate for Amber. She won't come back like a good little girl. And now she's got somebody that appears to be much better. Let's see what Wayne does to the Dave character. Because he's got the power of the pen. Magnolia, I want Amber to cook and stop door dashing food. Well, sometimes you forget, Angela. Sometimes you get depressed. Sometimes you get so bogged down by BS like Anthony. It's real. You can forget. Trust me, you can. Life be lifing. Ish be happening. Amber's not even thinking about that because she's so worried, like she said in the skit. So consumed with the divorce and getting him to sign the papers and that woman laying up in her house like the bottom feeder she is. When you got stuff like that on your mind, it's hard. It's hard to concentrate on the things that matter. I mean, we can be some of the best, some of the strongest, but people are people. We are human. What I do want to see is more ministering from Amber and Dave together. I want to see more of that. And we don't know that they're not doing it, but we're not seeing it. And it would make a lot of fans happy to see that. If you're in the bushes or just outside the bushes hanging around, please hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. It's not going to hurt anything. Welcome in Team Amber, Team Shayla, Team Neutral, Team Divorce, Team whoever. I'm not going to say the other 2 people, 3 people, but welcome in anyway. And let's see. Simply Abby says, this is what I meant yesterday. They have this 40-year-old woman behaving like a teenager that has no life experience, yet she's busy. But she made him breakfast, but they're doing this for the man who hates her. And that's why she stopped cooking for him. He didn't appreciate her. He didn't appreciate it. He doesn't even like Amber. You talking about Anthony? Oh boy? Because I'm not calling him buddy. I'm calling him oh boy. That's slang. That's something we used to say in LA when I was growing up and in the Bay Area. When you're talking about somebody whose name you really don't care about, you say, oh boy, over there. My sisters say it all the time. And my brothers say it, oh boy. Because you don't really matter. You don't even care what your name is, to be honest. Okay, Evelyn, better stay far away from Dave. Don't know why she's obsessing. She's obsessing. Oh, my glasses are stuck in my hair. Guess I'll leave them in their place, right? They're stuck. They get all twisted in these, in the hinges. I think the hinges are too small, so they like snag my hair. Evelyn better stay. Yeah, she better stay over there with Steve. But didn't she tell Charity that she didn't think she could get Dave back, or did I misunderstand that? And and nobody, I have not seen anybody mention, since Denisha's making the vegan food, nobody's mentioned that Amber knows how to make vegan food already. And we know Amber's not going to say that about herself. Nobody remembers that she cooks vegan food. Guess not. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning, Gwen. I know I shocked you and blew you away with my marathon video. Sorry, sis, but I was on a roll. And I was all in Instagram yesterday. I was watching Rose testimonies. She had some powerful testimonies, especially about being on the skits. Yeah. Simply Abby says, Donna made it. I'm sorry, Donna, it made no sense. He was calling her his future wife, buying a house, now making weird faces behind her back like Buddy. I didn't. You mean he what, roll his eyes or something about getting married? Is that what he did? Wayne's writing is atrocious. Glad I'm hardly watching it anymore. I'm tired. Did he make a weird face like he doesn't want to get married? Is that what it was? Denisha's mac and cheese was simply beautiful. I didn't look at Denisha. I don't watch anything she does. If she says something, let me know, because I'm not going to watch her. It looked as if Amber just threw some slop together. Well, I don't know what kind of macaroni and cheese y'all be looking at, but that's how we make it, like Amber made it. We make it and we mix it. Amber will get her feelings hurt again. Maybe, Donna. Please hit smash, tap, poke, or push the like button. Light it up. Nonya says it's free to subscribe. And also, you can make mac and cheese pretty much any way. It's a matter of the ingredients you put in it and how you mix it. And it should have been, she was mixing it last I saw, so I don't know how. But I did have a feeling also that they're going to make it where Amber's doesn't come out good. It doesn't surprise me. Will I be mad? Nope. Nothing Wayne does is going to make me upset anymore. If anything, he's going to start losing his subscribers if he's not careful, because they're out there. They're out there with a vengeance to bring down the subscribership on KW. They can show Amber cooking every once in a while. Why are they giving Denisha all the praise? Because they want to. She's a bottom feeder. They like bottom feeders. They liked when Anthony was over there with Shayla. Some people don't like the character because they don't know who the character is. They listen to these people say, oh, she's this, she's that, and she's none of the things that they're saying. But that's what happens when you listen to these people. They get in your head. That's why I don't listen. I don't listen. The look is nothing. He's buying her a house. He told her manifest being a wife. That's exactly right, Magnolia. That's exactly what he told her. Sometimes the expressions are a little off depending on the camera angle. That's exactly what he told her. Manifest. When she said she was manifesting it, he was really happy. And Dave's probably tired of being a bachelor. He's probably over it and found somebody he wants to be with. We'll see, but we don't know what Wayne's going to do with that pen. Magnolia Dave says he would rather have her over cooking. Dave doesn't fuss about things, but I want Amber to go all out for her man the way he put out the effort for her. Angela, Miss Seeley is the new stick to beat Amber over the head with. The men love it. They hate Amber and think she's younger, wifely, and takes care of Buddy. That's all that matters to the men. They are happy. So when they find out that she's love bombing Anthony, because that's what she's doing. People don't realize that women love bomb men every day. People don't realize that women have what men want. We got the punani. That's what men want. And when people realize that, then women may have a different outlook on things. You get to choose who you want to choose. They're going to choose a woman no matter what they look like. Men think with what they think with, but women, you got the golden nugget. Just remember that. If you don't remember anything else, you're the prize. You are. If you withhold it, what happens? Think about it. I'm not just talking to talk. I ain't get this old for no reason and know how to handle them. And so can you, everybody, all of you guys. Please feel free to hit the like button, and thank you for doing so. Thank you for hitting the like button. We appreciate it very, very much. Magnolia says, I will admit it's safer for Amber and Dave with them off screen because Goofy Wayne, probably his Goofy brothers, need serious therapy because they are warped in the head. Amber have herself a good man. Hey, Gwen, my twin. Good morning, Dolly, says Gwen. Can I have a count on the number of likes if we have any? I don't know. Can you guys hit the like button for me, please? Please, please, please. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Magnolia, I hope so. Donna says, Magnolia, I hope so, as I skipped most of the skits that Wayne was in because he just doesn't appeal to me. No, he's like a little weasel, like a little Dennis the Menace, and just causing trouble. I often wonder, will Amber ever be happy, or if she will just be the butt of everyone's joke? Well, the one thing I will say, if Amber chooses to keep signing her contracts in real life, she's already a multimillionaire. If she decides to walk away, she can walk away and do her production company like she's trying to do, or she can stay and make her more millions. You know, I guess with these kinds of roles, you probably develop a thick skin. We know that Anthony is getting all kinds of threats in real life because of this, but they don't tell you that. Remember, Shayla got threats 2 years ago, then she had a stalker, but people don't tell you that. And this is not hidden. This is out there front and center, that this is happening to these people. So whoever's got the pen, whoever's writing this stuff, I hope they are taking that into consideration, that these are actors and actresses. They are playing roles. They're in skits. Anthony's going to be in his feelings later when he sees Dave talking to Wayne at the party. He's going to be looking real stupid. Dave's not Wayne. Dave's not Anthony. And Wayne doesn't know that yet. And Anthony sure doesn't know it. Denisha's a bottom feeder. She's moving up to Wayne. What did she prepare last night anyway? What was that? Was that like some kind of vegan meat? It sure was a lot of it. I mean, if she was making that for Wayne, what was it? Does anybody know what that was? If you know, please put it in the comment section. Because it was like white meat or white. So it was, and Anthony said, I don't like red meat. That meat wasn't red, or that dish. And I know the color on my TV and on my laptop is good, and on my phone. So what was that? Dave did say he wants her in his life over the homemade meals. So there's that. He's not asking for meals daily, just, you know, when they have time, because they're both going to be busy. And quiet is kept. They can hire a chef. Amber can still cook, you know. I mean, she can still cook, but you can still have a chef. They can afford a chef because they're going to be if they're going to be a power couple, if Wayne's going to let them evolve and be a couple and stop with the foolishness with his pen of destroying everybody that comes into these skits, which is what the tantrums are all about. Everybody that comes into the skits, he destroys. It's like, again, that song, Boys Love to Break Their Favorite Toys. Who does that? These skits are not what they used to be. They're not funny anymore. And if you call it entertainment, I'm glad it entertains you. Because for most people, it's not entertaining anymore. And then these youngsters see this and they think this is the way life is. Honey, this ain't the way life is. You never will have a proper wife or a husband believing what you're seeing in these skits. So pay attention. Listen to your mom and dad if they're still with us. Listen to your grandparents. Don't listen to this Pied Piper puppet master. These are skits for a reason. A lot of them have messages to teach you what not to do, but some of them don't do that. They never reach the end. They never, even the sub stories that are within the larger stories, some of those don't even get wrapped up. They just don't. So I don't know what kind of writing they're doing. Not everything has to be good. That's not what I'm saying. But let's wrap up some of this stuff, right? Let's have some positivity. Nobody wants to see negativity every single day, day in and day out, no matter which storyline you are writing. Now, AAS used to be the flagship. Okay, so we bust AAP or AAS, whatever the hell it is. We busted apart. They made Anthony no good. They made him, go to Shayla, stay there the majority of the marriage. Now it's like, oh, Amber doesn't need that much money. She wasn't married that long. Well, I wonder why. Probably because her husband was over there with the best friend making babies. So now they want to bash Amber about her asking for too much money. And somebody told me, a judge can't make you do anything. You want to bet? The judge will throw you behind in jail so fast for non-compliance. If they order you to do something, I suggest you do it. He had the audacity to tell me a judge can't make you do anything. This guy couldn't have been more than 16 or 17, you could tell by the conversation. Hi, Shy Lady. Welcome in. Donna says, I wonder if Dave lost some respect for Amber when he witnessed how Wayne talks to her and she makes excuses. I doubt it because he saw Wayne in action. Because he did say, we only have 18 likes and 15 watching. I don't think so, Donna. And the reason I say that, if you listen to what he said at the end, he said Wayne's a comedian. He thinks Wayne's funny, but I think he's going to find out sooner than later that Wayne is not as funny as he appears to be. I have mentioned before that a lot of times comedians come across as funny, but in reality, they either drink, they have drug problems, they're not nice people, they make fun of other people. They're not funny because they're nice. I'm not talking about all comedians, but they're not funny because they're nice. They're funny because they're not nice, and they can get away with talking about people. But Dave is going to see it. I do think so. And it wasn't an excuse, it was true. He does talk that way to everybody. He talks to all of them like they're garbage. They're nothing but women. They're just women. Women don't mean anything to Wayne. He's a chauvinist. In the skits. What he is in real life, I have no idea. So, no, I don't think so. Because Amber didn't lie. He does talk to everybody like that. He does. And you see, he does have love-hate. And you see, he didn't make Amber get up out of his seat either. He knows how far to push Amber. He knows. He made Lauren get up, but he didn't make Amber get up. Amber just kind of like, get away from me. I'm not moving. And he left her alone. We want Amber to be tougher than she is. They did make her to be gullible. They did make her to have a soft heart, or a kind heart, I should say. But when she gets fed up, she gets fed up. So I don't think that's going to hurt Amber in any way. Juanita, hi, Juanita. Juanita says, hey, Trap Star. Ruth, Magnolia, Angela A, Tina, Shy Lady, and Gwen. Tina says, good morning. Keisha B, am I the only one who thinks they are setting Amber up to get her feelings hurt over the mac and cheese? I don't know, because I didn't, probably, but I didn't see Denisha's. And if Denisha's is better, so be it. Because Denisha's going after Wayne. If it was at the, wait, she made mac and cheese. Was it for Wayne? Was it, I know it was vegan cheese, right? I don't know. Maybe. But you know what? It's not going to get to me because right now, I'm just going to start considering the source. I'm going to start considering the source of the power of the pen. Wayne's got the pen. Wayne's going to write what Wayne's going to write. And when people stop watching, don't be looking funny, Wayne. We did it before. We'll do it again. I skipped all of Lauren and Wayne's skits today. Dolly, they were actually good because she's on her way out the door. Hey, Nonya, good morning. Hi, JR. Welcome in. Actually, I did watch them. They were on my phone, so I heard them. I did hear them. And she was just asking for money to buy a Chanel bag. She thought she was talking to Dan, or she thought she was talking to a sucker. Because we know she thought Wayne was a sucker. Hey, Magnolia, says Trapstar. And there's some more good mornings. Good morning, everyone. Why would he lose respect? Dave doesn't want her operating in masculine energy, and that's what she would have been doing with Wayne. Because Wayne's a bully. I mean, Dave might like him initially, but Dave's going to read him. He is going to read Wayne. Unless Wayne makes him into some super simp, which wouldn't surprise any of us at all, which may cause him to lose part of his following. You know, because Dave's very popular, very, very popular. And if Wayne decides to take an axe to the Dave character, we'll see what it does. Because they're out there, if they're partying in the streets about Dave and Amber, when I say streets, I mean YouTube streets. I mean, well, not YouTube streets, Facebook streets. I mean, careful what you do when you have power of the pen, because just like you rose, you can always fail. You can always fall. I watched them make Dave eat Miss Seeley's mac and cheese and praise it. She's going to be the joke of the day in front of the enemies. We see Wayne's silly writing a mile away. Amber needs to grow up. She's grown. Grow up how? What? And don't cook macaroni and cheese? I'm not understanding. What does that mean? They made her that way. They wrote the character that way. We might want her to be stronger, but if that's what you're contracted to do, then I guess that's what she's contracted to do. And she probably says, hey, I'm in double-digit millions, and I don't mean lower millions. I mean upper millions. So if Amber's skin is tough enough to deal with it, it's just acting until she can become a producer. And she did produce a couple of things that were really good, like the Valentine show last year when she had Kelvin in it. Please hit smash, tap, poke, and push the like button. Please do. And Stephanie, if you are listening, good morning, Stephanie. I hope you're feeling okay. And let's see, pots on the stove today all over the place. Whose house? Are you talking about on the bottom feeder number 2? Hey, Trapstar. Trapstar, yes, I agree. When I saw how they have included Dave, I could have just cried. As I know that, I'm not understanding. Did something happen in a new skit? Is there a new skit or something? Or was this last night? Or I only see Lauren. Who had the pots and pans? The bottom feeder number 2. I'm not going to get beside myself. I'm just going to wait. And if hers is better, oh, well, let it be better. I mean, I don't know. I guess we want Amber winning. Vanetta, yes, we do. It's a mac and cheese competition tonight. Simply Abby. Exactly, Trap Star. Amber could drop that food off and have a full date night at home with Dave. We are tired of seeing Wayne and those bottom feeders. We want romance and conversations between Dave and Aunt. Angela, I see the setup. I'm over the podcast and Wayne. Esther Ruth, good morning. Good morning, family. Hi, Alani. Watch when Lauren tells Delicia she thinks she messed up with Wayne. I saw that one. Hi, Santia. Welcome in. The Bashers are getting fought back. I heard one is warning the chat comments will be deleted if they keep attacking him. How can a basher be mad at getting bashed? How about not pushing bashing? Exactly. And that's what they're pushing. Hi, Shirley. Welcome in. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Disciple of Jesus. Welcome back. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm in California, so it's still early for me. But good afternoon to you as well. Good afternoon. Tina Young says, why do haters complain about Amber not cooking? And when she does, they still complain because they don't like Amber character. Some people don't like the real lady. Some people were Shayla fans. Some people are men who don't like pretty women. Some people think Amber's full of herself when if they would look at the real character, they would see just because she wears beautiful clothes doesn't mean she's got extremely high self-esteem. You know who's got high self-esteem? Is the one that's living in Amber's house. She doesn't think her stuff stinks. Tamara is pregnant, but she doesn't know it yet, Alexis. Esther Ruth, good morning. Good afternoon, family. Happy Monday. Ron and Sade are worth watching right now. I like them. They're funny. I did watch them, and I saw her get her milk bath. Keisha from I See the Two Mac and Cheeses. I know it's a setup to make Amber look bad. I think all of the men will be praising Denisha's food. Yeah, okay. Well, I really don't want to know what the bashers think. I truly don't. I don't care because it's not going to get in my spirit. And Donna, Amber Ty actress, has to separate the KW skits altogether in order for her to have healthy skits. We see the ugliness coming out of him lately, and that's why I did the post I did yesterday. And if you didn't read it, well, it might give you some insight into what's going on. It looks like a mini war, but I can't say that for sure. I need Ron to write for Amber and Dave. Amber can write. Oh, but she's a producer. She'd rather produce. Because all of the scenes that Amber has ever written that I know of have hit very high numbers. The Wayne train is approaching the station. Time for Lauren to disembark to the apartment. Why the haters? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna entertain Denisha. I mean, I'll read the comment, but if you guys are watching it, I'm not entertaining that foolishness. I can't do it. And that's not what my channel is made up for. I'm not giving these Pied Pipers and their followers any time. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in, sis. We were 38 hot yesterday. I'm not giving them what they're looking for. They want us to talk about what they're doing. I'm not going to do it. And if I don't read the comment, I'm sorry, I'm not reading it. Because that's not why we're here. They want us upset. We don't bash. You guys want to bash some people? You can. I'll let you go for it. Go for it. And I'll just let you type. I mean, it's okay with me. But I'm not entertaining their foolishness. I'm not. I ain't giving them damn people the time of day. Mm-mm. I'm not. I'm not giving it to him. Yeah, Angela Atkinson. The first day they got together, they were saying, "Hell, you might as well say David slept with the entire planet." Angela, I think Amber's will be too salty. Okay. Evelyn, so obsessed. So many fans are fed up. Facebook was on fire yesterday. Good morning, Nancy. Still not watching Anthony and Denisha. Me either, nor am I reading these bashing comments that other people are making because I don't give a damn what they say. And I'm sorry for cursing, but I don't. I don't want to see it. I don't want to get upset about it. I don't want it in the chat. I mean, I understand I asked you to tell me what's going on, but I don't want to hear what the bashers say. I want to hear what the skits say. But these bashing people, this is how they get in your mind and they still mess with you. This might be a safe space, but when you bring it with you, it's because it's on your mind and I don't want it on your mind. You don't want to get high blood pressure from this stuff. You don't. You don't want to get upset from all this. It's not worth it. My blood pressure went up so bad. Not lately, but what, a year ago, a whole year ago or so. Please hit the like button if you feel so inclined to do so. Thank you. I'm Triplet. I love Roan, but I can't stand Sade. After she pulled a Shayla on Diva, I was done with her. Well, look at Diva now. And Diva can't even stand herself now. True, but what she did was wrong. Definitely Abby. Because she just straight stabbed her in the back. Jocelyn. And then she turned into Diva. She straight did that. She sure did. True, it will be salty and dry because there's not enough milk and cheese. Santia, why a lot of people want Dave? I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, again, I'm not reading what the bashers want to happen. They better leave Amber alone and allow Dave to continue to uplift her and build her. He is going to lose more of his audience. We are sick and tired of watching the crazies and the woman's whopping. Vanetta, I could not have said it better because that's what they're pushing. All this woman swapping and all these people getting upset and having people mad at each other. That's what they're pushing. And if you buy into it, I don't know what to say. Yeah, they dropped the ball on Amber's Gold commercial. I wonder who dropped the ball. They showed it once. Now, there are a lot of GLD commercials, but I saw Amber's commercial once. Wonder where it went. I wonder who was helping to brand it. Was it just Amber? Because I don't see Amber just dropping the ball on her own commercial. Did somebody else put some money up behind it? And they didn't want to support it anymore? They just want to support their raggedy podcast? Trapstar, yes, you are correct. Okay, I'm going to skip that part. The podcast will be a bust just like the comedy specials. No respect, but focus on what you're good at. The skits are losing fans big time. They're not going to tune in long-term for a podcast. Not if it's like this. The podcast is on IG and the Decorating Sisters are a real company. Yep, they are. Please subscribe to NONYASISCHAT. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Them people. And again, I mean, if Amber signed up for this, I mean, maybe it's her goal to make $100 million. And then she can just walk away scot-free. Rose saved her money. And she just finished a movie called Toxic. So maybe her goal is to make $100 million and walk away. We don't know what Amber's goal is. We don't know. Hi, Doreen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, Wayne did that on purpose, Nancy, because he's a jerk. He knew Amber didn't want that because he's a creep. The character in the skits is a creep. He did it on purpose to upset Amber. Just like when he makes comments about that Barracuda broad. Yeah, I call her Barracuda broad. Come and like the like button. Oh, thank you, JR. Don't cost you nothing. You can hit it for free. Where's Stephanie? Stephanie's sleeping. But hopefully Stephanie feels better. I hope so. I didn't really talk to her yesterday because we went out to dinner. We went a few places, then we went to dinner, so I really didn't get a chance because when I'm with my husband, we try to spend quality time together because we're not together a lot during the week because he does have a shop. I think Wayne will try to spend the block with Tamara. Yeah. And oh boy, will be jealous of Wayne and Denisha, which leaves an opening for Shayla. Amber's insecurities will eat her up. I think if she hangs with Dave, Keisha, I think Amber might be okay. Skits have been boring in high school, freshman, college level. Is it even college level writing? They didn't let us get away with writing college. We're writing papers like that in college. It's almost like people just don't have, like they're writing it for juveniles. And then Wayne says he wants the aunties to get on board. He needs to write something that we can get on board with because this is kid stuff. And it's not even funny anymore. Make it funny. Make it entertaining. Make some positivity come out of these storylines. There's no positivity. What's the point of watching this? Just so we can all turn into devils and heathens? Somebody help me understand, because I don't. What's the point? What happened to the skits? How'd they get so low? How'd they sink so far? And still talking about somebody's popping. Careful what you preach. Oh, I think he still likes Tamir. Hi, Eklund. Welcome in. I'm not going to read all this about what these bashers think. I'm just not. Because that's not why this channel is here. If something happens in the skit, fine. But if it doesn't, I really don't care what the bashers say because they're just getting it from creators. And if I wanted to do that, I'd still be a moderator. And I don't want to be a moderator for them. So Lauren sees the new apartment. The one in the hood that he had tried to, he thought he was going to give to Amber because he thought he was going to creep through the back door. He still wants Amber. I don't like the direction they seem to be going. Lamb chops, they said. I don't know what that means. Wayne will soon lose his way if he doesn't do better juggling all these ladies and their issues. In my opinion, says Shirley. I agree, Shirley. Oh, Hope. Hi, Hope. Good morning. KW just showing us it's dog eat dog world. Well, we live it every day. And I don't want to know about what she was cooking. I really don't care what that bottom feeder is cooking. I'll see it later. I'll watch the party. But the lead up to the party, she's a bottom feeder like Shayla. When Amber called Shayla a bottom feeder. And then remember when Amber told Anthony he's going to always have bottom feeders. And that Shayla was a bottom feeder. Anthony's a bottom feeder too. And so's Wayne. They're bottom feeders. And they feed off each other, if you think about it. I just saw the skit. Wayne telling Lauren about the apartment. I believe he's getting fed up with Lauren Barracuda. Lauren Barracuda. and can see on Wayne's face, she had the audacity to ask for a $20,000 purse. Yeah, she thought it was Dan. She thinks every man is a sucker. Angela, what was Evelyn and Dave's evil sister? Couldn't watch that childish mess. Evelyn, after I guess all these years, wants Dave back because Dave is with Amber. They don't like Amber. So now, of course, we got to deal with them. But guess what else? Evelyn wants to expand the vegan food to Georgia, right? You guys are aware of that. So, who's next in line for Wayne after Lauren? Denisha, and then maybe Evelyn on the back burner is what I'm projecting, because Wayne wants vegan restaurants and he wants Dave to be a partner of some sort in marketing with him. Wayne, if you leave Amber's man alone, then we might can get on board with some of this foolishness. You want aunties to back you, Wayne? You want your numbers to stop dropping? Fix it. Hi, Juanita. Good morning, artists. Good morning. I thought about you and George this morning. I sure did. I was like, where's Artist? I haven't seen Artist. Dave is not stupid. He knows Amber has low self-esteem. He's going to protect her. Yeah. He might even tell her to leave the food there and let's leave. Let's see. And then also, and at the end, and again, Esther, Denisha cooks vegan food for Wayne. Little Ankle's face did not look good about it. And people forget that Amber knows how to cook vegan food. She used to cook for Wayne, vegan food. I love Amber told Wayne, you hate me. She sure did. And she ain't wrong. He hates, loves her. He's got a hate love for Amber because she won't come back and do what she's supposed to do. And that's to be with him. But yeah, people forget. Amber knows how to make vegan food. And as far as Denisha, she's just trying to get to Wayne. Anthony's just a step stool. That's all that is. So when the bashers and the other people who think Denisha's all that, I want to hear what they have to say about her using Anthony as a stepping stool. That's what I want to hear about. Then what are they going to call her? What are they going to call Denisha Barracuda then when they find out she's only using Anthony to get to Wayne? Because that's what she's doing. They forget who this woman is. Or they don't know. They don't know that she used to, they don't know the story. You guys know it because I say it all the time. Miss MC, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining my chat. I'm NONYASISCHAT, and I'm Team Amber, but you don't have to be Team Amber to be in here. You can be Team Neutral, Team Divorce. You can be Team whomever, and we don't bash in here. And I honestly, unless there's a skit, I really don't want to know what these bashers talk about because they get on my nerves. And I'm not letting my blood pressure go up anymore. I let that happen when the whole Shayla Anthony ordeal happened. David's teaching Amber about trust and to trust him, that he will do the right thing for them. Aminetta, good morning. I want Amber and Wayne thing to come out so bad it can be over with. And he's dragging it. Wayne's the one that don't want to talk about it. Wayne doesn't want to bring it out. Amber has already shared it. Wayne doesn't want to. Why is that? Why is that Wayne doesn't want to bring it up? Will it make Wayne look bad? Anthony already knows. But Wayne, he's not touching it. And Amber told him, well, you think I did it by myself? I did it with you. In the podcast room, when Amber told that, and Wayne just had this stupid look on his face. Wayne doesn't want it. He said, they both agreed to take it to their grave. Is Wayne keeping his word? We don't know. But we know he won't say anything about it. And Aminetta says, good morning. I want Amber and Wayne thing to come out. I'm sorry, I did read that one already. Once and for all, and stop harping on all the cooking. I know the cooking is nonsense. And I thought they weren't cooking because they were in DJ Alex's house. But I can see Amber forgetting it. And I did, again, as I stated earlier, I put it in my review that you can be going through so many things in life at once, or something that's so horrific, you won't want to cook, or you won't want to cook for a certain person, or you'll do like me and forget to eat. Not now, I mean, but before, when I was married to the ball player. I mean, and he not that he was a bad guy, I just wasn't happy. And it just didn't matter. I didn't care, you know. On Trap, there are thousands of podcasts. Wayne ain't funny to me either. What's going to be so special about the podcast? Besides, Amber's people don't even think Shayla is a nice person in real life. Then the BBLs. Amber cooked vegan food more than once for Wayne. She sure did, Dolly. And Gwen says, good morning, artist. And is it Miss Simsy? Miss Simsy? Anthony and Lauren is out of the game now. Yep, they are. Amber has made teriyaki salmon. Okay, Marion, thank you. Dave will be protecting his Ambam. Maybe they'll drop the food off and leave. I don't know. Yeah, Dolly. Anthony, Amber cooked a lot of times for Anthony till she got tired of him because he didn't respect it. Now, does Amber's macaroni and cheese look like my sister's? No, because she puts a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of stuff, but that's how we cook. We cook old school. So watch Wayne praise Denisha in front of everyone to make them all feel bad. But he loved Amber's lasagna and her burnt edges on her lasagna. Because sometimes when you make lasagna in a big pan like that, in a huge pan, the edges get hard. Just like when you do a peach cobbler. But what you do, you take foil and you wrap it around the top of the pan and cover up the end layer, that top layer. You cover it up around the seam of the foil. So if you put foil around the top edges and crimp it in, your ends won't burn. I wonder what dessert Shayla is preparing. Oh, the restaurant's opening up again. I think this week. I think it's this week. I mean, it's not been closed, but Korshana's customers wanted the restaurant available to them. So supposedly it's opening up this week, I think it is. The Charity and Evelyn skits weren't bad. It gave the backstory of why their relationship didn't work, and she walked out on Dave. Am I correct, Marion? Amber doing her own production without KW would explode. She needs to leave and let him deal with her attorneys. Same for Ro. Well, Ro's gone. We don't know what happened with Ro, but she's out there doing her own thing. But she's had a lot to say since she's left. I've never seen her do a professional exit interview or anything like that, but she is telling her story on Facebook. And if you're interested, it's actually quite an interesting story of Skitland or Skitlanta or Wayne's World. So if you see Rolanda's story, yeah, take a listen. She's got a few out there. They can't just give Amber a break and let her be happy and free. If Wayne were to switch up with the ink pen, the bashers would calm down. So apparently he likes the bashing. How does he feel about his actors and actresses that are getting threats? How does he feel about that? That would be my main question to him. What do you think about that? Does that matter? Or is it all about the mighty, mighty purse? Evelyn walked away and she thought Dave was going to chase her. Trapstar says Brittany left because she's a woman of substance. I read that book, Trapstar. She's a woman of substance and not compromise. It wasn't just about taking a new job. And I do realize that too, Trapstar. Yeah, I heard Brittany. I still listen to Brittany. And then remember, It's got to be extremely hard to do some of these skits, especially when, for people like Brittany, Amber, Ernestine, Mama Brenda, who says she will only do a skit if it involves Amber. It's got to be really hard for spiritual people, real spiritual people, who don't have to sit and write scripts in scripture to learn it. They have it embedded in them. How hard must that be for them to do some of these skits? And you got to eat, right? So it's a choice. Lauren doesn't like the apartment. Wayne doesn't want her anymore. Oh, sorry, everybody. It's still early. You know, I'm on the Pacific Coast, so I just jump up 3 hours behind you and get going. Say goodbye to my husband and all that stuff. Run downstairs if I need to my car, or whatever I need to do. So my apologies for yawning. I was hecka rude. 56 watching, 36 likes. Can you guys hit the like button, please? It's the same as anybody that uses the same software that I use. Just slide it down, hit the like button, and you'll see, chat as you and your name. Same one you see every single day, because I know you're probably in the same place that I used to be. Same software. So if you would, go ahead and hit the like button. It's behind the screen that you're looking at. Slide it down at the top. Hit the thumbs up. And then just go back to where it says chat publicly in your name. That's all you do. Same thing you do now. Thank you so much. Disciple of Jesus says, Lauren has got a one-way ticket to that apartment. Wayne wants her out of his house after she asked for Denisha's money. Now, what was it? Saturday, she asked for Tamara's money. She thought Wayne was going to be the simp that he normally is, because he's a simp. I mean, he be giving up his money, but he gives it up for his own reasons. You can't tell Wayne how to spend his money. You don't tell any man how to spend their money. That's his hard-earned money. Like it or not, that's his money. And the bold audacity of Lauren. Oh, and let's not forget, she thought she was doing something that would benefit her by telling Wayne about the attorney. Let's not forget Lauren did that. What did that get her? What did that get Lauren? Has he said anything about Lauren telling that there's an attorney for the contracts? Has anybody even mentioned the contracts? Because it's way past 24 hours. Wayne about to backdoor Anthony. Yeah, well, we know. We saw it coming as soon as he put her in there. As soon as they were sitting on that porch and he offered her a job, Anthony had that funny look on his face. He knew what Wayne was about to do, but he's such a wimp. He said nothing. Marion, all of those skits should play, yes, because they know nothing about Amber, just what Melissa tells them. Charity says she likes Amber. She just doesn't like the fact that she's married. Hospitality room is open for the people in the bushes. Drinks and snacks are available. Gwen's got coffee, tea, wine. She's got popcorn, a mimosa, I do think it is. She's got cookies. You guys hit the like button, please. It doesn't hurt. It's not going to cost you anything. Please, please, please. I appreciate you. Can we get 100 likes? That would be so cool. Wayne forced Dave and Amber storyline into his B/C fans kept screaming to see Amber and Dave. Oh, because his fans kept screaming to see Amber and Dave. We don't want them with him or that cloud of women. Now Dave doesn't want Evelyn. I don't watch Charity and Shay skits. I don't like his judgmental sister. I watch it because I want to know what she's up to. Lauren doesn't see Wayne is tired of her. She's too full of herself. She's not going to see it. She thinks she is the gift to all mankind. Something happened to her, but did it make her into this person? Like, if you were to get hurt over and over and over, and say you put up this stone wall against men, right? And you're going to take them for everything you can. How did she get so self-centered? Did she make herself self-centered? How'd she get so cocky and arrogant? Or was she just born that way? Dave will meet Chase and Candace. If Amanda don't go off on Candace, we could have had scenes with the sisters. And that was per Magnolia. And Marion says, Angela, me too. Charity also said she really likes Amber. She just doesn't like the fact that she's married. And we don't like it either. Hi, Aquarius loves. Welcome in. And Santia says, Anthony's father is going to let him cry when he takes Denisha from under him. Yep. Aquarius Love says, hello, everyone. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome in, doll. Lauren's just too needy and needs an honest hustle for herself. Yeah, remember when she used to say she had a couple of businesses? I think those businesses were men. Remember in Africa? I think she was talking about men, not actual business, brick and mortar or online, like Delicia makes a couple of $1,000s a day from her social media. Please hit the like button, everybody. If you are here and you're just joining, please hit the like button. Can I get 100 likes? Can you guys help me out and get 100 likes? I'd appreciate it. Oh, and Dolly, thank you for your subscription today. Hopefully September 1st will go very well. The algorithm is definitely pushing our material. That's a wonderful thing, right? It's definitely pushing it or pulling it or whatever it does. But I don't say the fat lady sings until the fat lady sings. So hopefully. And Trapstar, I noticed that too. He inserted himself and the podcast girls in that storyline to increase the views this weekend. He did, Aminata. But I think he might have turned off more people than he realized he was turning off. Especially his doggone behavior is so juvenile and mean-spirited. Mean. And maybe because there are bosses that are that way. Maybe, maybe there are, well, he's not their boss, they're consultants. But maybe there are people who are like him. I'm sure there are. It's the entertainment world. So does it surprise anybody? But did we want to see that all day long for 2 days in a row? Hell, I don't even remember what Saturday was. And if I say a semi-harsh word, please pardon me. Yesterday, I couldn't get online, but we did go out. And my husband is very, very good at bringing me back down to earth. Thank goodness. Nancy, I love when Charity asked Evelyn, did Dave flirt with her when they talked? I thought she was going to lie and say yes. I'm happy. Lauren's getting hers. Yep, me too, Nancy. About time. Please don't like Amber's mac and cheese. Okay, Belinda. Reviews were bad yesterday. I was really disappointed with a couple. Eklund is saying hi to Angela. Party is tonight. Nancy, I love when... I read that one already. Hi, Aminata. People are saying hello, hello, hello. No problem. They haven't. Thank you. Aquarius, party is tonight. Thank you, Nancy. Okay. I did watch Charity and Evelyn because I want to know what they're up to. Magnolia, I agree. Yeah, Lauren's always buying Chanel bags. She's addicted. She wants a Birkin bag. Wayne doesn't keep a woman not long. Nope. Lauren is. Did give Lauren 30 days. She didn't even make 30 days. What she make 3 weeks? Denisha is sneaky. Yeah, she is. She just used Anthony as a stepping stool. Let's see. Nonya, we've been saying this from the start. Wayne has always had Denisha's mark. Yeah. Yep. We know what Denisha Barracuda's about. Nonya, they haven't had the party yet. However, the contrast between her food and Amber's is like night and day. Okay. And they probably will. It wouldn't surprise me if they did that because they want to make her look like a winner because Wayne's going to choose her to be his next conquest. That's what they're going to do. And since we know that, let's not let it upset us. Since they know that's what's going to happen, let's not let it upset us. The female audience wants to see Dave. We want to see Amber and Dave be that power couple. I have a feeling Dave's going to eat her macaroni and cheese and probably like it. So don't let it bother you. Let's remember these are skits. We can't react to every single thing that they do to Amber that's wrong, or that seems wrong. We can't respond to everything. Things happen in life. I mean, we make things and somebody else might make it better. It is what it is, right? I know everyone seems to give her a lot of grace. They give her grace and she lives in another woman's home. Makes you wonder about their character as people. Tina, okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, they only want the views, Nancy. Hi, Sunshine. Sunshine says, amen. Amen. They only want the views. Yes, indeed. Wayne is chewing gum through with Lauren. That fella is checked out. Is he checked out? Those placeholder people are thirsty trappers. Disciple says, no worries. She's going to be moving into Wayne soon enough. She is. Did y'all notice Wayne mentioned Amber being pregnant and Charity says Dave, I did. Magnolia, I did. Did you look at Amber's tummy? Did you guys see Amber's stomach last night coming out of Pilates class? Why Amber doing Pilates? Did you see her stomach? I sent a picture to Dolly, a profile. Aminata, they slammer Amber for the views. Yeah, they do. They do. Because they get more. There's more hate in this world than good. Apparently, based on whoever this fan base is. She don't want Anthony. She never did. I mean, she wanted him to a point, but then she met Wayne. Yep, she stole money from Rafi's store and got banned. She sure did. I forgot about that one, Vanetta. She sure did. I would never compare Amber to Denisha. There's no comparison. There's not. BBL Nizzy. BBL Nizzy has no charisma, no chemistry. Yeah. So cooking is all she can do. She's love bombing him with her food because she knows Anthony likes food. She figured that out. It didn't take her long to read him. There's not much to Anthony. Angela, I finally understood that this weekend, so I stopped engaging because it really will never matter what Amber does or doesn't do. They will find a way to fault her. And as long as people feed into it, they're going to keep it going. So that's why I don't want to feed into it. So if I don't read your comment because it's something like that, I'm not going to read it. And I want to read all of your comments. But these bashers, I don't care nothing about those mean people and the horrible things they say. And the majority of them don't even know the storyline. He bought her lots of properties and bought all her cars. No, these people, it's like, where do you get this stuff? But I know where they get it. I know exactly where they get it from. None of this stuff that they even report even happened. They just drink the Kool-Aid. Better be careful what Kool-Aid they're drinking. Amber was more appreciative of the apartment than Lauren, and Amber had no intentions of taking that apartment. She got Dave. Shirley Coleman, I'm with you about Denisha. And you know what? Quiet as kept, Wayne might regret it. I mean, she might be cool for a while, but she's as cold as ice. Can she warm up? Can Denisha warm up? Because I mean, she might be around him for a while, but if she stays as cold as she is, Denisha, the barracuda, I don't know, barracudas live at the bottom of the ocean or at the top. I don't know. But if she stays that cold, she won't be around Wayne long either. I doubt it. Dave wanted to take her shopping and she said no. That's right, Vanetta. She said no. Sunshine, welcome in. Welcome in, Sunshine. And the way I do my chat for the new people who haven't been here, I try to read all of the comments and we chat about it. We're not quite a podcast. We're a chat group. And I do skit reviews that fall under video category on my channel, which is NONYASISCHAT. And they're short. I mean, usually, unless I do a mashup, then it might be like 15 minutes, but usually they're about 7 minutes, 8 minutes long. And then we do these follow-up skits or these follow-up chats. And that way the fan base can just speak what's on their mind. But when it comes to bashing, I mean, I might call Anthony a dork or something like that, or, call Wayne a weasel. But as far as bashing people, no. And I know that other people go and they watch what's going on, and rightfully so. Heck, I've been out in the bushes before. When we say in the bushes, that means that they're watching, but they're just like, they're not chatting. But we just ask them, would you hit the like button? Because it don't cost you nothing. You can hit it for free. So we do ask them to do that. And Dave loves an independent woman. From Charity and Evelyn's skits yesterday, I gathered that Dave isn't a cheater. Evelyn's insecurities caused her to walk away from Dave. I'm hoping that Amber gives Dave a chance. Who said that, Eklund? Amber's not going anywhere, I don't think. Vanessa says, hi, Nonya, you are speaking facts. I hope so. I don't want to be like just talking garbage. I mean, I'm trying. Plus, keep up with the storyline and then make sense of it all. It's hard sometimes. Trapstar says Wayne is a donkey. Anthony, girl, Wayne is a donkey. Anthony is a pig. I'm sick of Wayne writing Amber to go all out for no good men, then have her ignoring a good man in Dave. I knew her cooking was to show no effort. Maybe that's how she cooks. I mean, she grew up with no mom, right? But I mean, we know she can cook, but maybe mac and cheese. She said mac and cheese was her best dish. Well, no, she didn't say best dish. She said she was good at it. Maybe it's good to her. I don't know. Right? I actually don't like mac and cheese, believe it or not. I mean, my sister makes one and it's really good. I might eat like 2 tablespoons. But I'm not a mac and cheese fan. I don't know why. I'm just not. Maybe because I don't like my food to touch. And maybe because it's all mixed up. I don't know. I'm just a weirdo. Charity told Dum Dum Shea Butter. That's what I call her too, Shea Butter. Sunshine, people always bringing up Aunt's heart pains, not understanding that, she was a woman that was acting like any woman would. Yes. Yes, Sunshine. That married a rich man. He was not truthful about his financial situation. And we bring that up all the time. We have a lot of day one people in here. I didn't like Anthony when he came to the skits, and I've not backed down from it. I have never liked him. And people, oh, he's so nice and this and that. Okay, y'all keep watching. But, you know, she will be cooking now. You mean Amber? Yeah, I mean, she's going to cook for Dave. You get so bogged down with life sometimes. And Nancy, I'm sure you know, like, stuff happens. Like, even when I was going through that first divorce, even though it wasn't like something horrific, it wasn't like he was like a bad guy. I just didn't want to be married to that life, the football life. I didn't want, I thought I did, but I didn't. Um, so when I checked out, I checked out. I didn't cook. That was never there. I didn't want to be any, I just didn't want to be there. I just wanted my divorce. And what's her name? Denisha Barracuda. If you notice, she's always, unless they change what they were going to do with the storyline, she's always cooking food that's full of grease, or it's full of cholesterol. It's full of things that his arteries don't need. There's something wrong with little ankles. I'm not sure what, but Amber's gonna cook. I mean, and she can, if she there's something she can't make, she can go learn how to make it. She called him with her sweet potato pie, so we know she can bake. She bakes beautiful cinnamon rolls. Some people are bakers, some are cookers. I don't like to bake. I hate to bake. I do. I hate baking. I like cooking, but I don't like to bake. Now, can I make a mean peach cobbler? Yeah. I can bake, but I just don't like it. I rather cook. Lauren was not liking that apartment. Wayne told her he can see her there a lot. Ooh. Okay, side chick, go on over there where you belong. Charity was telling Evelyn why Dave loved Amber. She took care of the house, plus she's a businesswoman. Let's see. Did Melissa really go to Italy? Do you guys think? Maybe. She probably really did go. They want Dave to be this big bad person, calling him a puppy. Yeah, they hating on, they're just hating on Dave because he's handsome. Women like him, and they probably don't have very high self-esteem in the first place. Because from what I've seen, they ain't all that. And disciple of Jesus, welcome in. I mean, you think women are bad, right? Guys be tripping on other guys. And guys gossip a lot. I have 4 brothers. So I done heard a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, Anthony's nothing special. I'm telling you, he reminds me of Carlton, of Fresh Prince. Isaiah, Dan. Did Brooke ever get her behind up out of bed? The hospitality room is open for the people in the bushes. Drinks and snacks are available. We have cookies, popcorn. We have tea, coffee, wine, water. Looks like it looks like a mimosa. It's probably a mimosa, but it does look like a pina colada also. But whatever, I see a martini. Looks good to me. Please hit the like button, everybody, if you're watching. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit the like button. Wayne doing a number on the audience because no one is hollering at Candace, Erica, or Sarah for not cooking. Nope. He wants it focused on Amber. Amber is the money man or money woman. So that's where he's going to get all his likes from. He's going to get it from Amber. So the more Amber bashers he's got, the more money he's going to make. He's going to make money whether we like Amber or not. And my only reason for being here is because I am an Amber Knight. I like Amber, but I like the person because I like that she shares her secrets, her clothes, where she shops. All this stuff this woman shares. She sells her clothes to us. She's personable. She doesn't tell you off. She jokes around. The character Amber is an insecure, beautiful woman who's got a broken family. She's the child of a pastor and she's from a broken family. Her sister messed with the stepdad. I guess isn't she her half sister? Brooke says she's not going to college. Well, Brooke, don't go then, honey. Huh. Sit there and be depressed over Isaiah. Please join Nonya Monday through Friday mornings, 9:15 Pacific time, 12:15 Eastern time. I am in California on the West Coast, 11:15 Central Standard Time. For Have Tea with Me, I'm NONYASISCHAT. Thank you, Gwen. Also, please join me at Wind Down. I do one at night. I do a show at night, also a live like this. And it starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, and 9 on CST time. And it's called Wind Down, W-I-N-E. There is a copy out there called Wind, W-I-N-D, down. That's not me. I've been Wind Down ever since I've been Wind Down. But now there's some W-I-N-D down. But yeah, no, that ain't me. You'll see that's not me. But anyway, so we do that. The channels were set up for us to talk about anything that we want to talk about. So in the beginning, we didn't really talk about skits. I've taken all of my video out for now. I'm going to put it back in. And then I'm also thinking for Wind Down, like when we have a rough day on the skits, we can talk about other things. We can talk about food. We can talk about music. We can talk about we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Don't have to talk about skits on my channel. So whatever the audience wants to talk about, my chat family, I mean, we go there. We talk about perfumes. I have a lady, Stephanie, and I call Stephanie my co-host. And she's here 3 days a week, but she's got her own band, and they perform on the weekends. So Stephanie can do 3 days a week, and we love Stephanie. I think you'll like her too. She's funny. She makes you laugh. And I miss her when she's not here. Miss B pops in sometimes, quite often. She'll come on. Ayana comes on. Even Skitlana Commentary will come on. And we just talk. Like, we keep it up. We try to keep it 100, you know. We're not about the foolishness. It's like, we just do it, right? So I'm thinking that I might, like, at Wind Down maybe twice a week, maybe. If we want to see part of a skit, I might do them again, but I'm going to trash those videos because erasing footage is really hard. How these other people do it and get away with it, I have no idea. Not my business what they're doing out there. So I learned my lesson. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Dave is a good man, and I love how he listens to her and takes it in. He told Amber when they were sitting on the swings, God gave him discernment. He does have discernment. You can see it. And when Amber was at peace, you remember when Amber was at peace before she let Anthony back in? Amber's discernment was on point until she let Anthony come back in, and then she got all screwed up again. She got all messed up again by letting the devil back in. Remember that? When she went over to Ernestine's barbecue when Mama AJ was still alive, and her discernment was on point, and she was letting everybody have it. Okay. And let's see. The hospital is coming next because Anthony's not going to believe Wayne and Denisha did this to him. I don't see why he didn't see it coming. He knows Wayne. He knows how Wayne acts, you know. I don't see how he didn't even see it, even last night. What was she making last night anyway? What was that she was making? Was that for Wayne or was that for the party in general? Somebody said was she making lamb chops? What was she making last night? With no gloves on, with them long acrylic fingernails on, no soap, no dish soap. I'll pass. Thank you very much. What was she making? Do you guys know? Talking about Amber and Dave relationship is not gonna last. Yeah. They want to say that. They want to believe that. And maybe Wayne will make it last because the naysayers are saying no. Eric and Sarah moved out of Wayne's orbit. Erica and Sarah, and are much better off for it. Yeah, and for people who don't know, that storyline that Erica is doing is about somebody that she knows. So that's why she's bringing that particular kind of problem to light, because she knows someone that went through that. Tina, did you hear them say Dave shake Denisha's? And Denisha over there being thirsty. She messed with Dave. She's liable to catch a right hook. Is it left hook and left hook? I mean, right hook, left cross, whatever it is. Now Lauren is sad because she knows she messed up. You know, Lauren messed up before the $20,000. Lauren messed up. To be honest, I'm surprised Wade didn't tell her that she made a promise not to tell about, because this is business. She made a promise not to mention the contracts, and she broke it. I actually thought Wayne would say something about that because there's no trust, and we know how Wayne feels about being able to trust people. And Lauren went back on her word. Yeah. He tired of Lauren and always in his pockets talking about, well, give me Tamara's money. Give me Denisha's money. This woman is bold. She's bold. She thinks any man's supposed to give her whatever she asks for. Yesterday on Facebook, some men called. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I really don't want to know what they called her. And I'm not being rude. I really don't want to know what they were calling her. The bashers, they probably couldn't catch an Amber to save their life, and they know it. They know it. They can't. They could never catch one. So of course they're not going to like her. Just like when she told Anthony she never would have talked to him in school because he was one of those book smart, judgmental young men. And she never would have talked to a guy like that. I was like that. They sit around and they just check women out and judge them in high school. They hardly ever had a girlfriend. None of them. Dave wanted to settle down and start a family. Evelyn wasn't ready to do so. She needs to ask Dave. Amber trying to get away from Wayne, but he keeps reeling her back in. That's right, Angela. So maybe with Dave, she can get away. But look at Wayne. He won't let her get away. Now he's attached himself to Dave. But let's see how long it takes Dave to figure that out, that's what Wayne's doing. Is he going to figure out that Wayne still likes Amber? And I hope Amber tells him what happened. Even though Dave always says the past is the past, it's still something that I would tell him about. Will he get mad about it? Who knows? But she did tell him she was doing something. She didn't say what she was doing and to who. She just said she kept doing the same thing over and over and over, and that she realized it was wrong. That is what Amber told him. She didn't say with who, and she didn't say what. Yeah, they're going to keep bringing it up. And until Wayne allows the character Amber to tell it, he's going to milk it for everything he can milk it for. And are we tired of it? Yep. Does Wayne care? Nope. Wayne doesn't care. Wayne won't care until his numbers drop. Nope, Denisha is not loyal. Hello, nature. Denisha has in common with Shayla that she will do what she sees fit. She's streetwise. They know how to maneuver and get their needs met. She's just really dirty with it. I think who's lower bottom feeder, her or Shayla? I think both. Well, she moved into Amber's house. Wayne liked this about her. Well, remember, Wayne said him and Shayla are both savages. So he likes the evilness. If he is proud of being a savage in the skits, what does that say about the Wayne character? Not the real Wayne, the Wayne character. He's a savage. Shayla's a savage just like him. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be a good thing. Right? He said it. He was proud of it. They're savages. Shayla's just like him. We see you, Wayne. We know what you're about. Vegan anything is not a tasty dish to me. Me either. I don't like vegan food. It tastes artificial. Amber needs to tell Dave. Yeah, she does. She absolutely does. Disciple of Jesus. Hi, Deborah Williams. Welcome in. Actually, I think that same creator, I told him that he was going to be dreaming about her. The one you mentioned. I did. When I was over there. If it's the same one, yeah. Sentia, exactly, just a bunch of bull. Sunshine says, I like Amber's character because she shows a woman with flaws. She does. But repents for her sins. She's the only one that has gotten more reaping than anyone else. Now, I will say, I don't know. I'm hoping he's sticking to what he said, but that could be 50 years, right? Wayne did say in the end, we will be happy for Amber. But when is the end? In the end, we will be happy for Amber. What does that mean, Wayne? What does that mean? That's why we like Amber's character. She's the only one that has gotten more reaping than anyone else. Amber's cheating is worse than the drug dealers and unalivers in these skits if you let these incels and losers tell it. Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing they have to hold on to. Yeah, Denisha said because her and Anthony, yeah, but her past is way worse than Wayne's. And when she told Anthony she'll unalive somebody, and then she said with a straight face, I'm just kidding. Was she really just kidding? And notice Dave didn't like kiss Amber or embrace her or anything before he left yesterday in front of all those women. And when Anthony had walked in there, he walked straight over to Denisha and kissed her. I heard that people were like, woo, woo, woo. That was just so disgusting. I mean, I guess maybe some of those people would allow another person to try to just move in their home. And then we wonder about people who are on Snapped and Crimes of Passion, right? Keep teaching these kids that mess. What are we going to do? Lose a whole generation of people again? We already lost 2 generations to drugs. Now you got this foolishness going on to affect the status quo. I want to see Dave and Amber at Denise and Aunt Denisha. They all in the same place tonight, and I hope. Oh yeah, I read that one. I'm sorry. Thank you, Marion. Aunt Tina says, got a nerve to call us Amber fans double standard, but being double standard when it comes to Anthony and Denisha. Girl, don't nobody care about what them people think about. Tina, you know I don't care what they think about. I don't give a darn. They can say whatever they want to say. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. The skit, Amber running late, is her trying to take care of Dave. That is family life sometimes. Or spouses when they need to take time. I also wondered if Amber didn't mind stalling because of the meeting. Maybe she probably didn't want to hear Wayne's mouth. But one thing Amber will do, she will light into Wayne. She's not afraid of him. She'll let him talk, and then finally Wayne, shut up. And what does he do? What Amber says. He can talk. Like he thought he was going to tell Amber to get out of the chair. You really think Amber going to move? I didn't. I didn't think Amber was going to get up. Nope. Aminata says, Angela, exactly. Every time the Amber character stays away, Wayne will find himself a way to get back in her storyline. I want Dave to find out before they sign the contract so he can tell her to leave. Oh, the contract about, did the lady ever show up with the contracts? How many hours? It's been 36 hours now. What happened to 24 hours? I guess they're on a different clock than us. Did Wayne ever ask about the contracts? I know he didn't yesterday. When Anthony and Amber were dating, and Amber was going out to get some clothes, and Anthony gave her his black card, Amber spent $20,000 at the mall. Obvious Anthony liked spending $20K on women at first. Oh, when they were first dating? I don't remember that, but okay. I believe you, Dolly. I believe you. Maybe that's his start out number. That's like regular black men might give you $20 and say, here, go to the store. I don't know. I don't take money from men. When I was single, I got a job. I'm fine. I don't know. I just wasn't raised that way. Most of us weren't. Tina, exactly. Yeah, I don't praise no. Hi, Denise. I don't praise no Denise. I didn't think about what them people talking about. You can tell the difference between when Amber was writing in the beginning to now. You sure can, Magnolia. Congratulations, Lauren. You officially have a Section 8 apartment that Tony's girlfriend didn't even want and got out of. Looks like you should have kept your house in Miami, dummy. I wonder if it ever got rented since that realtor left. On Nature, I don't like that one instance of her being late was taken out of proportion. Everyone else has been late to every meeting. That was her first time. Wayne was going to say something. He couldn't help it. He has to have something to say to Amber. He can't help it. And he's mad because he can't catch her. He can't get her back. That's why he got rid of Tamara. Remember, Tamara moved in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. He had Tamara out of there because he thought he was getting Amber back. But I don't hear them talking about that. They don't say anything about that, huh? The Bashers. They don't talk about that? I wonder why. I wonder why. She don't want Wayne. Now they're bringing up Dave. Okay. And Denise, welcome to Tea Time. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Denise. We all see this coming because Wayne let Honeypot go because he thinks Amber was going to come back to him. Yeah, he did. But that never happened. So he goes for Lauren. Well, he activated Lauren, basically. So, Santia, remember in whose backyard was that they were in? Shayla's? On the side of the house when Wayne was talking to Lauren, when he first hooked up with her and she told him she was a ride or die. Remember that? And then that's when they were talking about like connecting, and she would be a ride or die, which means she'll put up with any of his foolishness because she's about the game also. And she told Alicia, I'm not going to fall for him. You know me better than that. What'd she do? She started falling for him and getting in her feelings. And how dare she tell Wayne about his money? We know that Wayne does take care of his exes. Whether he didn't marry him, but He married Gina, but he does take care of them. And once he makes a deal with them, he keeps it. Even the one wife that got married. So her wanted to take Tamara's money, and then she turned around and wanted to take Denisha's money. Who's that heifer think she was? And heifer's not a bad word. It means cow, right? Please hit the like button. We only have 44 likes. Wow. You guys, can you hit the like button, please? Nonya, my thing is, why can't we all have different opinions and respect them? I respect people. The bashing has to stop, and they need to stop changing the narratives. Because Amber came to Skitland as a boss lady. And Wayne, Eklund, everybody comes as something. And then Wayne just reduces them to almost nothing. I mean, look at Natasha. Look what he did to Natasha's character. And he fired her for what? He fired her after she made the Actors Guild, the real one in real life. So he fired her in the skits from being his attorney. What was that about? If we think about it, Eklund, why would you fire her from being your attorney? Is because she made the Actors Guild in real life? That's just a question I have. Why did he fire her? Nobody, he had enough attorneys. Really? The bashing's not going to stop. That's how some people really feel. Some people don't like attractive women. Some people make up these stories, or they get this junk from these Pied Pipers. They put it in their heads, and for them, that's the story. Because a lot of these people don't know the story. They're not day oneers. They don't know. They just believe what's pitched out there, right? Hi, Hemi girl. What's happening? Good to see you, Hemi girl. Yeah, a lot of double standards. And then Gwen did post my Chimes. And then you can also find me by looking for my channel. My banner is red, black, and white, and it says Skitland. Not Skitlanta, but Skitland on it. And I did make Skitland up. I didn't see anybody using that, and I just made it up one day when I first started out a few months ago. And then, again, I'm NONYASISCHAT, and, most people say Nonya, which is perfect. Let's see. Aminata says, anyone noticed that Wayne was bluffing about the contract? That's what I said. Aminata, it's been way more than 24 hours. He knows they have a lawyer now. Why didn't he pressure them yesterday or fire all of them? Because he knows without them, he's lost. He only has until September 1st to generate the first episode. So that means he would have to get 5 more women that he knows all this dirt about, because that's what the podcast is about, to get them started. He needs some juicy scandal. Because what's he going to do? Just start off with regular interviews? That's not going to be very interesting. So right now he's got all the dirt he needs, and he's going to ask the questions. Like he told Amber before he met Dave or even knew Dave existed. I'm going to be asking the questions, Amber, and you're going to have to tell the truth. So now you've met Dave. Now what you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you now, Wayne? What you going to ask Amber about? About you and her? Is Wayne going to put himself out there on Front Street? Shayla might. Shayla might say, hey, Amber. But then Shayla needs to be careful, because Amber has ammunition for Shayla's behind. Starting with Kai's daddy. Birth date. However you want to put it. Yeah, he was bluffing, Aminata. I said that earlier. He said nothing about the contracts because Lauren told him they had an attorney. Amber needs to quit the podcast and focus on her relationship with Dave and her businesses. How can you have a successful relationship if you get going back to the same toxicity? Yeah. And we need Wayne to let her go. But I agree with you. I mean, she's going back to the same thing, unless she learns how to somehow turn him off. But people like him, they tend to get worse when you start to ignore them. They tend to get worse because they're not getting the attention. Love, 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 Dave. So happy he finally spoke up. Me too. Aminat, I agree with you. Some things are acceptable for others, but Amber is held to a higher degree, which demands her to be more on their time. I don't think Amber wanted to hear anything at that meeting. Probably not. They weren't talking about anything. And then also, Wayne doesn't even know that Tamara and Amber came up with the assignments because they didn't brag about it. He's thinking probably Delicia did. Shayla came up with what? The book, the Google Doc. But Amber and Tamara put the assignments together. Wayne doesn't even know that. Remember at Dave's house? That's what Amber and Tamara were doing. And now Cynthia says, Angela, you know what? I don't like yesterday when Wayne said that Denisha is keeping Shayla's baby daddy happy. Yeah, he's just meddling. He wants, and then when he does get a rise out of Shayla, he wants her to be quiet. And I was so happy when he told Shayla what did he tell her? She was crazy, and she said something about, I'm not acting. I fell out laughing. Now, I might not like Shayla, but she got some good comebacks for Wayne's butt. Wayne doesn't seem to have an issue with the ladies getting a lawyer. I don't think he brought it up in any of the skits. He didn't. And I watched that nonsense yesterday. I was sick of him. I don't go on certain people's platforms anymore because they're draining my spirit with the negativity. Yeah, I saw some pretty ridiculous things on a couple, and I had secondhand embarrassment, and I was actually sorry I had ever met them or helped them bring up their channel. Yeah, seriously. I was like, really? Anyway, yeah, I don't go. You guys know I don't go. Wayne's so messy and petty for telling Dave that Amber's still married to Anthony. When it goes both ways for Anthony too. But the thing about Dolly, he was messy and petty for that. And I'm sure Dave picked it up. So I'm hoping that they don't start messing with his discerning spirit. But I'm going to be careful what I say because we know they do listen. And I'm not trying to give them any red meat for their storyline. Like none. Wayne fixed the storyline. And don't go messing up Amber's character because we're tired. And you know we're tired. I don't think you want your subscriptions to fall again. And that's not a threat. I'm nobody. I'm just a small little creator. But we do remember what happened a couple of years ago. Dave is not going to just let Amber walk away from him like that. Nah, he's not, Marion. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Okay, everybody? Because I know you guys have been on here a while. Hemi Girl said, I wrote in the comments the other week because they're always getting on Amber for not cooking. I said she's not reciprocating the love because of everything going on in her life. Good, Hemi Girl, because I actually forgot about that and I addressed it this morning because I was thinking it might have been because it was DJ Alex's house. Maybe he didn't want cooking in this house, right? But this morning when I watched the skit, I said, wait a minute. I've been there before where I didn't cook because I was too busy thinking about the negative things going on in my life. So thank you for that, Hemi Girl. You nailed that. Cynthia says, them no see that Amber don't care for Anthony and what he has going on, are in love with him, want to see him. Yeah, they don't see anything wrong with what Anthony was doing. So we have 69 watching and 48 likes. So the 48 people who did like, please accept my appreciation. Thank you so much. Cynthia Amber said nothing because she doesn't care who's keeping Anthony happy. Amber checked out. Yeah, she did. Nature, I hear having a higher standard for her, but we can be realistic and accept that she's human. Some of the comments were so harsh, I was confused. I mean, she's a human. It ain't like she's perfect. See, some people think that attractive women think that they're all that and some more. A lot of attractive women have very low self-esteem, and people don't know that. The podcast skits are prepping the audience to get adjusted to the podcast. I know there will be some issues to arrive, but the hashing out is due to experiences and personalities. I agree with that, Nature. And good morning, Hemi Girl, Aminata, and Nature. Gwen says they need to show mediation skits. Yeah, why don't they have Anthony sign the doggone papers? I want Amber to show Dave her office space. I did too, tonight, and keep him away from the snakes and the weasel Wayne. I can't wait till Wayne finds out she's got her own office. He's gonna be pissed. Like, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Can't do anything, Wayne. It's her office, not yours. You have no control. We aren't watching the real podcast. I'm not. It's like Sarah has hers, her real podcast. Yes, Angela, but people don't see that as they just want Amber to look bad. Yeah. You like Pilates, Keisha? Pilates is hard to me. I tried. I was like, ouch. You're right, Tina. Dave is a big dog. Happy Monday to Nonya says. Thank you, Dolly. Buttercups and chatters. Happy Monday, Dolly says. Remember, he told Lisa she was coming to her studio with Danielle. Remember, she told Lisa she was coming to her studio with Danielle. Not sure, Marion. Donna Robinson says, did y'all see how Denisha held Dave's hand while looking over her glasses? Wayne did that on purpose, as there was no need to introduce him to Denisha. Yeah, he did. He did. Amber's Hemi Girl says, Amber almost said verbatim exactly what I wrote on the Facebook page mentioning the divorce in the podcast. She forgot to cater to Dave. Good job, Hemi Girl. Angela Atkinson, Dave pick up Amber, and I was glad she apologized to Dave because he was feeling away. Yeah, Amber, go at him. She did not even try to kiss him. Yeah. But at least, probably Nancy. Anthony's probably coming to dinner. But I think at least now Dave knows how much all of this is bothering Amber. Please hit the like button if you haven't hit the button already. Thank you. This is disgusting. Amber and Anthony will be at the party tonight with their new boyfriend and girlfriend. This is nasty. So now Dave will be around Wayne and Anthony without the divorce being final. Yep, that's what he's writing. Aminata. Amber is that woman that people expect her to be, how they view her. That's right, Nature. It will be impossible because, as you say, she is human. The Amber's character is constantly growing. That may not be the same. Did you mean in a good way or a bad way, Nature? She might not be the same. I think in a good way. Amber has a good heart. And Shayla doesn't own anything. Yes, Nonya, Wayne never on with it. I think, Cynthia. Hey, Nature, says Juanita. Yeah, that's nasty work. Wayne never owns it. Yeah. Wayne isn't gonna own up to anything. He just likes harassing Amber. He sure doesn't, but he also never feels he's wrong. No, Sunshine, you're right. He doesn't feel he's wrong, but I think in the case of Amber, sleeping with her till up to her wedding day, I think he does because he never, ever, ever wants to look at it. Just like Shayla and Anthony don't want to remember what they did in the past. Wayne is that way about what he did with Amber. He wants to just make it all be gone, just poof, be gone. Wayne is upset at Amber chose another man. That levels the playing field. He probably thought Amber would not move past them. That's right. He told her that it will never happen. Shirley, yes, Dave is a big dog. Kimmy Girl says, I think Dave made the face when she mentioned marriage is because Amber is still married. And Dave was like, how can I marry you when you're still married, baby? Yeah, I believe that. I mean, that makes sense, right? Maybe he'll find out. I mean, maybe Dave will get more involved. I mean, does anybody think that Wayne will ever let Amber get divorced from Anthony? Because, I mean, eventually you can go to court and tell the judge to force this person into mediation. And that's why I'm so perturbed at the attorney. I know Hemi Girl told us they only come once a month when they're real attorneys. Shirley Coleman, good. Oh, happy Monday to you all. Nonya, your reviews are most serious and with substance. I really appreciate that. Sometimes, sometimes I get heated. Sometimes I'll do a review. Like the one this morning was just kind of cute, and because I thought the skits were cute, and I liked that he did communicate with her. And then sometimes I get on a roll, and I'm like, no, I didn't like this skit, and I proceed to say why I didn't like it. But that's the nature of the job. Other people do them, and they just make foolishness out of it, or they just summarize it. I just say what I feel about it, but I thank you, Shirley. I do. I thank you for reading it, because I mean, we do need people to read them and just drop a heart or comment anything. At least the algorithm knows that people are looking at it, and that's what's important. I mean, like if you open a live and you only look at it for 6 minutes, they're only going to give me credit for 5 minutes. So that's why, like, some people they run lives or replays when they're vacuuming the floor or something. Just don't turn it down low because they'll think you're a bot. But I can run something and it'll be in a totally different room. I'll run it on the iPad and I'm watching somebody else's channel, because I want to hear what they're saying, but I can't hear everything, but I do play it. And that helps them. And I don't mind helping other channels. I don't mind helping other people with their lives if it's somebody I have respect for. If I don't respect you, I'm not running your stuff. You can forget it. I'm not listening. Why would I listen to it? You know what I mean? Like all that bashing and junk. No way I'm going to listen to that. Because there's something wrong with people who do that. That's almost like beating up on a real person. All these people jumping on one person. That's what bashing reminds me of. Dave is a man and he knows what he wants and he talks to Amber. He's a very good communicator. That's right, Santia. Dave said he was coming back to pick her up before he left to Newburgh. Oh, he did? Okay. Okay, thank you, Magnolia. Truth be told, Wayne's acting like a teacup puppy while Dave has big dog energy. Yeah. And Dave saw yesterday why he sounded like he sounded on the telephone when he was talking to Amber. He sees that Wayne is a goofball. Now, he might be about making money, but as far as personality-wise, Wayne ain't nobody to write home about. It's crazy how people think that Amber wants to cook after coming home drained all day. Divorce is draining. I said that, Emmy girl. When I went through my first divorce, I wasn't thinking about cook and cook. Do what? And cook for you? Please. But I understand because, you know, I've been married 25 years to my first boyfriend now. There ain't no way I'm giving up my boo thing. But yeah, I didn't, and it wasn't like back to back, but I didn't think about cooking. I was so into that divorce and whatever else was going on. I wasn't thinking about that kind of stuff. I think we think about what we think is important versus what is actually important sometimes, you know. Amber said, you can have all the macaroni and cheese this morning, forget the podcast. Charity told Evelyn that Dave sees Amber as a wife. He did see wife quality in her. And that makes me wonder about Charity. Like, is it only because Dave told her to knock it off on the last phone call? Is that why she's saying all that now? They're not writing that she forgot to cook because as soon as Wayne wanted this potluck, she ran to the kitchen. He's writing that she goes all out for no good men and neglects a good man. Dave and Amber and Dave are carrying the skits with Country Wayne and with Anthony. Hear me, girl, exactly. Dave coming to work was showing his concern about Amber. Yeah, I agree. He was showing that he's a protector, provider, and a man who will look out for Amber's best interest. Nothing, unknowingly, there's nothing else for a Dave to learn about Amber. Nope, just how she responds to him. That's all. But I think he even knows that, except for the cooking part and how he's going to respond about the Wayne thing, because if he's going to work with Wayne, Amber does need to tell him. And even if he wasn't, even though Dave says the past is the past, that's still something that I would share since Wayne is going to be an intricate part of their lives. And Wayne wants that. That way he can just keep running his little raggedy circles, around Amber. Okay, you guys about ready to wrap it up? Dave is being very understanding and patient with her, but Dave also knows she needs healing, and he's there to help her with the healing process. Oh, you came out of the bushes? Oh, Sunshine, that's so cute. That's so cute, Sunshine. Thank you. I'm okay. I mean, I talk a lot. I give my opinion. I read the comments, but I do tell you, I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, I don't want to hear about those people over in the other. I know what they're doing over there. I used to be their moderators, so I already know how they get down. And it's like, really? Yeah, this is what y'all doing over here? I don't want nothing to do with it because it's nonsense. But Sunshine, that's funny. Welcome in, Sunshine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate you. And then at night, we do wind down and we do other things. We don't just do skits. Sometimes we just talk and we have a lot of fun, Talk about music. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Food, all kinds of stuff. Wayne has no moral compass. That's right. He thinks he's untouchable. Is he ever going to give himself karma? Does anybody think Wayne will ever give himself karma? The way Dave talked with Amber really calmed, and she comprehended. She knows she's not doing 100%. And I love that, Marion. Trapstar says that I can agree with. The only skit that will top it will be the divorce skits. And is he ever going to let them get divorced? Hi, Sunshine. We don't bite. Oh. And then I also got a couple of donors who donated from the bushes. The first one, it was so touching. Then I got another one. He said, I'm donating to you from the bushes. And that, I mean, it's just so sweet, Some people, they just they just don't do this kind of thing, and they watch, and I just think I'm thankful that I have a lot of life experience and that I've been in law enforcement and I know about courts and things like that. Otherwise, I couldn't speak on this stuff like the way that I do. So, the people who already know my backstory, please know that I might repeat it for people that are new coming in. And the only reason that I ever even brought up my first marriage was because somebody was trying to challenge me as to what it meant to be a groupie. When Amon first came to the show, there was somebody trying to tell me what a groupie was. How are you going to tell me what an American groupie is? And I was married to a football player. But you want to tell me what a groupie is? And the levels of groupies and how they work? That's how my first husband came out, because I had never told anybody that. Because it really isn't something you want to share. But I mean, he wasn't a bad guy. He didn't do anything to me. But I didn't like that scene that, that he was just getting drafted anyway. And I was worried about him because he was a nice guy. And I was like, you better be careful out here with these people. And then I had some Raiders that lived in my high-rise building. So I know the parties they were having. So that's where that comes from. That's why I mention it. And because somebody was trying to tell me. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. And try to hand me Chat GPT. Really? You don't give me Chat GPT? I was married to a Oakland Raider. Lady, if you don't get that Chat GPT out of my face, you can't tell me what I lived. And a groupie is a groupie, whether it's a singer or sports, it doesn't matter. Hospitality room is open for people in the bushes. Please hit the like button. You guys ready to check out? You've been here a long time. Yeah, we don't need Evelyn. Yeah, I'm pissed about how they're doing Amber. We all are. But Bree, catch a breath, because Wayne wrote the character to be this way. And even if he changes the storyline, I kind of think there's something going on out there. I think there's some kind of tug of war, but only because of what I see on IG, not even Facebook necessarily, but the push and pull, the tricks, the digs. And IG is more realistic than the majority of than the rest of the social media platforms. So breathe, woosah. I'm not mom, I know, but just we have to try to keep it in perspective. This is Wayne. Whether it's real Wayne, the character Wayne, whoever it is, let's just try to keep it in perspective, right? Because that's why we're here. That's why I don't like when we bring that in, that toxicity. I sometimes I won't read those particular comments because I already know what they're talking about. I've been over there. I've heard them. I used to be over there before I got my channel when I was a moderator. And that's what pushed me to do my own channel. Yeah. It's like, I'm not about to listen to this foolishness. We don't need Evelyn. No, we don't. Tina are going to get a divorce next year. This time, 2 years maybe. And Dave said, I'd rather have her over the meals. He did. Santia, I was saying the same thing, but he looking old. He is. I hope that's makeup. Amber said he's a really nice guy in real life. Nancy B, not only Tamara, she wants to show off, period. Disciple of Jesus says Lauren doesn't like the new apartment. She doesn't. Okay, Trapstar says, I'll cut a long story short. Wayne is writing this like he has these women on a leash. He is. They neglect everything for him. Their men, their businesses, their personal life. That's why they need a contract, because he's taken over their entire life. They can't make a move without him knowing about it and or approving it. And that's what I was saying yesterday in my scorching review. They can't even go to the bathroom if they need to without his approval. Who in the hell does he think he is? Do y'all think Wayne is trying to get Anthony and Amber back together? That's what I think. That's what he wanted in the beginning. But I think with Dave, the popularity is so much that unless he just totally destroys the Dave character, there's no way. I mean, I don't even think I would let him put me back together. I think I'd have to go find something else to do. Because who goes back to some garbage like that? That's like really making Amber a simp. And noise on the street is that if he tries that, people are going to stop watching. Nobody wants to see that. It's just like, these are skits, but that's so unrealistic. That's just foolishness. That's like kicking your own self in the behind for him to try to put them back together at this point. Evelyn is stuck over a 15-year break. I know, 2 times Amber was about to leave Dave, ran after her both times, but he didn't chase Evelyn and doesn't flirt with her. No, he don't want that girl. He looks very old. He looks very old, older than everyone on the skits. You think the skits are getting to him, Cynthia? You think it's the skits? Charity told Evelyn she doesn't see Dave going back to her. Why is Charity all of a sudden so pro Amber? Magnolia, Dave set the haters straight by saying no one can take him from Amber. I remember that, Angela. Did you comment that on Saturday or something? Dave is making weird faces behind Amber's back. You mean when she said something about getting married? Because she's already married, like somebody else said already in the comments. Is that what you mean? Like how you gonna marry me when you're already married? And I'm hoping that he steps in and asks her what's going on with the lawyer. But then Wayne is changing Dave's character. In what way, Bree? He's got to be realistic, right? We saw a perfect man come on the skits. We know Wayne's going to change him some kind of way. Eklund, I will not be surprised, especially when she shows up in Atlanta. If Dave and Wayne start doing business together, Evelyn will come around Wayne at some point. If this happens, will Dave react? I think Wayne will react, is what I think. Wayne likes Hispanic women, too. I don't think Dave will. I hope not. I don't even watch anymore. I'm over this. Oh, Bree, don't leave me, girl. Don't leave me, Bree. You have great comments. Don't leave me. Charity even said she thought Amber was cool. She just doesn't like that she's married. Yeah. You either make a roux or a cheese sauce and you layer it. That's what my sister does. I just don't like macaroni and cheese. But I saw what Amber was doing. But actually, I think my sister does make a roux. But I'm going to make me a shrimp macaroni salad. That's what I'm going to go make. Yeah, why did they have her poking at the cheese? Why wasn't she stirring it? But she did say she needed, you have to put love in your food. She did say she needed more cheese. Because I watched my sister make it. And for me not to like macaroni and cheese, I do like hers. I might only eat a couple of tablespoons, but because I don't really like macaroni and cheese. I just never have. And Dave isn't interested in her. Amber didn't make a roux is the difference. I hope it turns out good, though. I don't believe they will write it that way. I know she put in some good butter, Veronica says. And Keisha said, she had to run out to the store and get some more cheese. Santia's commenting that he looks old. Everyone's commenting he looks old. Maybe he does. Maybe he's been on here for a while now. I know he's getting gray. Bree, I wish Dave would be touched. Can we have some male characters who are good men? Yeah. Leave him alone. Sip slowly on some coffee and tea and let's chillax and woosah while chatting about reality and skit life. Thank you, Dolly. And Marion West says, I agree, Nonya. Amber will take an L tonight at the party, but Dave will still have her back. And if she takes an L to Denisha, she's going to be in her feelings. I'm not mad Denisha made the vegetarian or the vegan mac. No one was bringing anything vegan. And Lauren said, hands down, she wasn't. These skits, big up. Side chicks and mistresses, yeah. They do. Okay, you guys about ready to check out? Let me see. What else do we have? Wayne wanted some of the meat and looks like and looked like he was salivating. He kept asking, sure it's not vegan. Yeah, they make vegan meat, but nothing that view like real meat. What was she making last night? Did somebody say she was making lamb? What was she making? What was that? That was vegan, right? Was that for Wayne, the whole party? My daughter's a pescatarian, but she eats vegan food, but she eats seafood. You know, I don't know. But what was she making? Does anybody know? Morningstar sausage patties. Yeah, I had that Morningstar before. I've had veggie hamburger or burgers. I don't know. Oh, she was making lamb chops. So what did she buy for Wayne to eat? The mac and cheese? What did she make for Wayne? You do mac and cheese like Amber? Oh, just the mac and cheese was for Wayne? I mean, she could have made him a vegetable, no? She didn't make him a vegetable? She did lamb chops. I like vegan meat made from veggies, not fake meat. Dom 10 says, why the constant criticism on the food? Looks like Denisha catered the whole party. Hope Amber don't put her macaroni and cheese out. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll leave it at home. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. You guys have been here all morning, and I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me wind down from yesterday because I was on a 10. I think I was on a 9. I was on a 9. But I did put some stuff out there that most people don't know about. Because there it looks like there's a few going on. I don't know if there is or not, but it looks like it. Anyway, it has been fun. I gotta run. You gotta run. Please hit the like button on your way out if you didn't hit the like button already. It doesn't cost you nothing. You can hit it for free. And even if you know me and you don't like me because I used to be your moderator, you can still hit the like button. Jeez, come on. Maybe I'll be nice to you if you come in here bashing somebody. I won't throw you out. I don't like bashing. I don't like bashing. Okay, everybody. I'm going to check out and let you guys check out. Thank you, Gwen. Thanks, everyone, for joining NONYASISCHAT chat. And I do appreciate you. I truly, truly do. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Gwen says, thank you, Nonya, for being a gracious host. And then Jen says, don't do Amber like that. Wait a minute, what did you say, Jen? Or simply, don't put hers out. Now you know Wayne loves to humiliate that lady. I'm sad for her, but you know what? Hey, if hers doesn't taste as good, maybe she'll learn how to make it better. Please hit the like button. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I am going to do some work. I got a couple of things to do. So we'll talk about you later. We'll talk later. Anthony's not a victim. Anthony victimized Amber. Exactly. Nobody's victim. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I love you. Take care. And I'll see you at Wind Down, I hope. All right? Later, everybody. You guys make sure you cook. Unlike me. Have a great day. Thank you, Nature. Everyone have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nature. And everyone. Let's keep our heads up and see the silver lining in the skits. And if Amber's doesn't measure up, maybe she'll learn. I mean, look at it that way, right? Thank you. Once again, Nonya, thanks for a safe place to be in. Thank you. No, thank you for coming. You guys take care. Love to you all. I'll see you later.